I'm Mel Douglas, and in this episode of Class FitSugar, I'm going to lead you through a yoga flow and guided meditation designed to help reduce how you're responding to stress. This episode is sponsored by Fitbit. During this yoga flow, I'm joined by my friend Rebecca Watson, who's wearing her Fitbit Charge 4. We'll be tracking our heart rates to make sure we're staying in tune with our bodies. Make sure you're wearing your Fitbit tracker or smartwatch, and let's get ready to flow. We'll start off in a mountain pose. So come to the top of your mat and bring your feet about hips width distance apart. You can check in with your 2 fists if you want to check the distance of that. Stand up tall. Adjust your pelvis so that it's nice and neutral, not tilting too far forward or back. Stretch your arms out long by your sides, palms face forward, and then relax your shoulders down away from your ears. Feel the crown of your head draw up towards the ceiling. Feel yourself get tall. Pausing here to breathe and notice how you've arrived. And then maybe you stay here, maybe you bring your left hand to your heart and your right hand to rest on your low belly. Continuing to breathe. Allowing your inhales and your exhales to travel in and out through your nose to move into Ujjayi breathing. Noticing how you feel. Maybe you let your eyes float closed here if that feels good to you. Relaxing your shoulders, feeling your heartbeat and your belly rise and fall beneath your hands for a few more breaths. Continuing to notice how you feel for one more deep inhale, fill up. And then open mouth, sigh it out, let that go. You can let your hands drop down by your sides. We'll move into some sun salutations to get the heart rate going. So if you're not already standing at the top of your mat, travel to the top of your mat. Set up a nice strong mountain pose here. Stretch your arms out long. Lift your head, lift your shoulders, and then relax them down. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. And on your next inhale, sweep your arms up and overhead, coming into extended mountain. Reach your fingertips up, relax your shoulders down. Maybe you look up between your hands if that feels good. And then exhale to fold forward slowly over your legs, traveling into a forward fold. Let your head hang heavy, let that go. Inhale to lift up halfway. You can bring your fingertips to your shins. Feel the crown of your head draw towards the front of the room and feel your tailbone draw towards the back of the room. For a nice long spine, take a deep breath in here. And then exhale again to fold forward. This time here, we'll plant our palms and step back to a high plank. Moving into our first vinyasa, option here to drop your knees and hug your heels in towards your seat for a modification, or keep your toes tucked depending on what feels right for you. We're pausing here in our plank to build some heat. Make sure your heels are stacked over your toes. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale to lower all the way down onto your tummy. Take your time, untuck your toes, and press the tops of your feet down into the mat. Keeping your hands stacked where they are, zip your elbows in towards your sides, setting up for baby cobra. When you're ready, press down through your feet and inhale to lift the gaze, lift the chest, baby cobra. And then exhale to lower your forehead down to the mat. We'll take that 2 more times. Inhale, press down, lift up, baby cobra, engaging the legs. Exhale, lower down. And then 1 more time, just like that. Inhale, lift up, baby cobra. And exhale to lower down. And then send your hips back and take child's pose from here. Taking your knees out as wide as feels good to you, sinking your tailbone back towards your feet and stretching your arms out long on the mat. You can let your forehead rest towards the mat and maybe it doesn't touch. Find some acceptance for that. Notice how you feel. We're not here for too long in our child's pose. And then remembering that child's pose is always available to you in your practice. When you're ready, we'll meet in a downward facing dog by tucking your toes and sending our hips up and back Moving into downward facing dog. Pausing here in your down dog. Maybe you keep a generous bend in the knees. Send your tailbone up towards the ceiling and your heels down towards the mat. On your next inhale, look forward. And then exhale to travel to the top of your mat. Maybe you take a big step or some tiny steps. We'll meet in a forward fold once you arrive. Let your head hang heavy. Moving through another sun salutation, A here. On your next inhale, lift up halfway to a flat back, long spine. Draw the crown of your head forward and keep your gaze down at the ground to keep the back of your neck nice and long. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale to melt down over your legs. Fold forward, let that go. Nice breath, Rebecca. And on your next inhale, roll all the way up to standing. Taking your time, reaching your arms up and overhead once you arrive. Coming into extended mountain. And we'll pause here to check our heart rates. My Fitbit sense says my heart rate's over 115. What's yours, Rebecca?
Right now we're at 106.
Nice. Then go ahead and inhale to sweep your arms back up and overhead. Maybe look up. And then exhale right away, fold forward over your legs. Let that go. Plant your palms here and step back to your high plank. Traveling through another vinyasa. And now you have the option here to modify your plank, and you have the option to keep your baby cobra, or if you'd like to move into chaturanga, inhale in your plank, and then exhale to lower halfway or less to chaturanga. Inhale to flip over onto the tops of your feet. Draw your shoulders back, upward facing dog. And then exhale, send your hips up and back. Downward facing dog, pause here. Option for child's pose or skip it and stand down dog. We're not here for long, 2 more full cycles of breath. Inhale. And exhale, noticing how you feel, noticing how your heart rate feels. Take 1 more deep breath in and a full breath out. And then inhale to look forward and exhale to travel to the top of your mat, choosing how you'll arrive and meeting me in a forward fold once you get there. Let your head hang heavy. Inhale to lift up halfway, flat back, long spine. And then exhale to fold forward. And from our forward fold, we'll set up our chair pose. So bring your feet together in center so that your big toes touch and there's a little sliver between your heels. And then come back into your fold here just for a beat. And from here, start to bend into your knees. Sink your seat down low. And on your next inhale, sweep your arms up and overhead, coming into chair pose. Sink your seat nice and low. Check in with your big toes. Make sure you can at least see your big toes in front of your knees. And then check in with your tailbone. See if it's poking back. See if you can scoop it under. Take 1 more deep in your chair pose. Reach your fingertips up. Sink your seat nice and low. And then exhale to fold forward over your legs. Let that go. Inhale to lift up halfway. And then exhale, fold forward. And we'll take our vinyasa. So plant your palms and step back to high plank. Maybe you modify your plank. Maybe you take a baby cobra or a chaturanga, an up dog, your choice here. And we'll meet in downward facing dog. Pausing in your down dog, take a deep breath in and a full breath out. And then on your next inhale, step your right foot through between your hands. Spiral your back heel down so your back foot is at a 45-degree angle. Bend into your front knee. And when you're ready, rise up to warrior 1 on the right side. Drawing your front knee out towards the right side of the room and reaching up through your fingertips. Get nice and long here. Sink your hips down low towards the mat. I like to lift my toes to play with my balance. You can try that. Take a deep breath in here. Stay with it. And then exhale to bring your hands down to frame your front foot. Take a vinyasa or meet us in down dog. So again, choosing high plank, low plank, maybe a up dog or a baby cobra. or coming straight to down dog where we meet, choosing for yourself. Pause here, inhale, exhale, and then step your left foot through between your hands. Back heel spirals down, bend into your front knee. When you're ready, rise up, warrior one. Reaching up through the fingertips, draw your left hip back and press your right hip forward. Reach up, send both hips down towards the mat, and notice where you can relax. Are you clenching your jaw? Yes. Scrunching the space between your eyebrows? Maybe you smile, take a deep breath in, reach up, look up. And then exhale your hands down to frame your front foot. Your choice, vinyasa, or skip it and come to down dog. Choosing what feels right for you. Each moment, meeting me in down dog for a beat. We'll take one more last little bit of movement here. Inhale to sweep your right leg up towards the sky. Flex the foot, toes point down. Press out through the heel. And then go ahead and bend the knee. Stack and open up the hips. You can draw some circles with the knee on the sky or the wall behind you, whatever feels good. Continuing to breathe. Extend your right leg out long. And then step your right foot back to your left and we'll switch sides. Inhaling your left leg up towards the ceiling. Flexing the foot and pressing out through the heel to find that extension. And then bend the knee. Draw those circles. Just opening up through the hip. Nice and gentle, both directions. Take your time. And then straighten the left leg. Extend it and step the left foot back next to the right. Pause in your down dog for one more deep breath in. And a full exhale. And then slowly walk your hands back to meet your feet at the back of your mat. Forward fold. Whew. I don't know about you, but I am sweating.
Feel it.
Let your head hang heavy. Notice how you feel. We'll take one more halfway lift here. Inhale to lift up halfway. Notice the length you've created in your spine. And then exhale to fold forward. And then slowly bend into your knees. Sink your seat, lift your heels. Curl into a tiny little ball. Pause here with your chest pressing towards your thighs. Maybe you keep your hands on the mat. Maybe you reach around, give yourself a little hug. And then make your way down into a seat. And you can cross your legs. And that concludes the yoga portion of our session. My heart rate's definitely up. My Fitbit Sense says it's about 110. What's yours, Rebecca?
My heart rate's at 110.
Nice. Now we'll move into a meditation. If you're wearing a Fitbit Sense, you can join me in using the EDA Scan app. Simply start a 2-minute session. And then place your palm over the device during our meditation. Relax your shoulders, let your eyes fall closed here as we move into this meditation. Noticing how it feels to slow down. And you'll bring your attention, your awareness to the crown of your head. Noticing how it feels. Maybe you notice a little tingling sensation as you bring your attention there. And as we allow this EDA scan to take place, we'll also scan the body with our mind. Slowly moving our attention, our awareness from the crown of your head down to the space behind your eyes, your ears, your cheeks, your jaw, traveling all the way down your body. Continuing to breathe here, moving nice and slow. Bringing your awareness down your neck to your shoulders. Moving your attention to your chest, your upper back, down your torso now, noticing how your ribs and your tummy feel. Traveling all the way down your legs. Noticing each thigh, each knee, each shin and calf. Slowly bringing your attention all the way down to the soles of your feet. Settling into this space of calm and ease and grounding. And that concludes our meditation. The meditation really helped me to feel more calm and grounded. How are you feeling, Rebecca?
Very grounded, very calm, but also energized. And I can tell my heart feels a little more rested. We're at 86 right now.
Nice. My heart rate's down to 78, actually.
Oh, I love that you did a meditation just to bring us down, get us back feeling good in our bodies. So thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you showing up for me, but more importantly, showing up for yourself. Hopefully these poses and breathing exercises have led you to feeling more centered. Please let me know in the comments how this session made you feel. If you're wearing a Fitbit tracker or smartwatch, let me know in the comments if your heart rate is lower. I'll see you in another Class FitSugar workout. Bye.